Magnificent. I'm on the block playing Fortnite, new tier unlock, see a red dot, shoot you with this Glock, but I can't lie though. You know me. I'm motherfucking hot. So anywho, let me tell you what I'm about to do. I'm sorry. Look, I'm just gonna start off the story like this. I'm fucking sorry. I like, hey man, like if hey female bitch, listen. If you ever find out my channel, I'm sorry I didn't give back your shoes. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm a culprit. Arrest me, coppers, please. But anywho, yeah, I stole a pair of sneakers from somebody. So this is how it's gonna go. So this story was in high school. It was like a couple years ago. I honestly forgot like the day it happened. I remember it was like very warm outside. And then like I used to like walk to school whenever like I missed the bus, and like whenever I would miss the bus to actually go home, I would still walk home. Like it listen, I like my legs, but sometimes just hey man, them motherfuckers need a fucking rest. So, I'm walking home and like there's this street that I keep going straight, and then I have to cross the street to go on my street so I can go home. So before I cross my street, like a couple houses down, like way a couple houses down, I see this female. She calls my name. She was like, Brandon, Brandon, magnificent. Okay, clearly she didn't say magnificent, but you get the fucking point. So I'm like, oh shit. Okay, let me give her a name. I'm gonna call her Grace. So Grace, she lives in a house clearly, and like I pull up on her porch, and like at first I didn't even know that she fucking lived there, and she lives so close to me, but she lives so close to the school at the same time. It's like she was like in the middle of it. So I was like, oh, what's up? Like, how are you? She was like, oh, good, good. I went home and shit. Blah, blah, blah. I went home early. I had whatever the fuck. She probably skipped. Who fucking knows? Honestly, I don't fucking know. But I look in the background and like I see some sneakers and there are some Crimson 3s. These are what Crimson 3s look like. So I was like, oh, cool. Like, are those yours? She was like, oh no, they're my little brother or some shit. She either said little brother or little sister or some shit. And I was like, oh, that's great, that's great. And then like, can I see them? And she was like, oh yeah, sure. And like, I was like looking at them and shit. Like people know me at school as like, they people at school knew I like sneakers, so like she was probably aware of that. And so I'm looking at these shoes. I'm like, you know what? I was like, oh, what size are these? And like, I'm looking. I see it's an 8.5. It's kind of too small for me, but like if I take out the insole, like I'll be perfectly fine though. And like, it has like a crease, and I'm like, you know what? Like they were dirty, but like they weren't beat, if you know what I mean, right? It had like one crease. It didn't have like any like heel drag or anything. Like it was fine. It was just dirty. And like I was like, I clean shoes, right? And she was like, you do? Can you clean these for me? And like, holy shit, voice crack. Anywho, she was like, can you clean these for me? And I was like, oh yeah, sure, blah, blah, blah. I'll do it for free. I'll probably just clean it and just give it back to you the next day. And like, I took the shoes. She was like, all right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. And I was like, bye. And then I was walking home, and I like kept looking. And like, I like Crimson 3s. They're cool. And like, whenever you take a picture of it, it shows like the reflected 3M shit, like on like the toe cap, whatever the fuck it was, and like the strip on like the side. And like, I'm looking at these shoes, and I'm like, damn, like, I don't think I want to give these shits back. And then like I went home, and like I got my Rejuvenator shit, and I got my spray can shit of like shoe cleaner, and like I was cleaning these shits so good. And like once I dried them off, I was like, god damn, like this is beautiful. And then like I put some like shoe trees, and in shoe trees I mean like paper bags full of like fucking not paper bags, fucking plastic bags with like paper balls in it, so like it like keeps its form on like the toe cap. And I was like, damn, like these look fucking nice. And I took out the insole. I'm like, matter of fact, I might as well try these on too. And like, I tried them on, and I was like, you know what? It has a little bit of red. It got black on it. It's reflective. And like, I was like, you know what? I told myself this. I was like, nah, she ain't getting these shits back. I'm sorry. Look, man. And like, the next day came, and I was like, and I saw her, and I was like, oh, I'm still cleaning your shoes, blah, blah. They had a lot of dirt on it and shit. She was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. And like a couple like days later, she just kept asking, like, oh, are you done yet? And then like sooner or later, she like forgot about the fucking shoes. So they were mine. And then after that, I literally wore them to school, and like I would literally just go right in her face, and like she would just like never ask about it. Like I think she fucking forgot that I took them and I cleaned them, and now I fucking kept them. Like I literally wore those shoes to fucking school, and she never fucking noticed. Grace, man, I don't fucking know, man. But and then after that, I just kept wearing them and shit. I used them as like, I don't know, just like regular regular shoes or some shit, because they were all black, and like black matches with everything clearly. And then I remember I went to the carnival with these shoes with ripped jeans. That was a nice fit. I had like a fucking like a champion like sweatshirt. It was all black and the champion logo was white. Ripped jeans and some crimson threes. I don't fucking know. You know what? Maybe I'll find a picture of that. If I find a picture of it, hey man, you know I'm gonna drop it. So I think like a year goes by and I still have these fucking shoes, and I was like, you know what? My pockets are looking kind of weak, and I was like, you know what? It's time to sell these shits. So I was going around Instagram. People still know me as like the sneaker man. Like they knew like I bought sneakers, sold them shits, trade them and shit. That's what I used to do in high school. And then after that, I got an offer from like I think it was like $60 or $70. I was like, oh, Crimson Threes, size 8.5, like 8.5, 9 out of 10. It clearly didn't come with the fucking box because she just gave me the shoes. And then yeah, I ended up selling the shoes for like 60, 70, or $80. I completely forgot. It was like under 100. That's what I remember. And then yeah, that's about it. Nig Niff, I'm on the block. I'm not a criminal, so I am definitely not a subliminal. Hey, yeah.